Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome to my channel, Gabby on Paper. In today's video, we are going to go through my month of August, add up all my expenses, and see how I did for the month. So let's go ahead and get started. Before I get into that, I just want to make note that I've already gone through and filled out my weekly check-in for the final week and filled out my expenses to do that. So I'll move this over to the side to reference. I did pre-fill out a couple of things because I didn't think I would remember what they were. So basically, for my income, I only got one paycheck essentially. I quit on the 1st and my next paycheck would have been on the 5th of August. They paid me out for my pay period like normal, the one day I worked, and the few hours of vacation I had. So this is for, again, a full pay period, one day, and then I'm not sure how many vacation hours I had. That's the only paycheck I received. I did not receive a second paycheck. So a total income of $2,237.05. In my savings used, I didn't plan. I guess I knew that I was going to be booking more trips to Charlotte, but I didn't budget it. I don't know. So that's what the $312.46 is. It's not budgeted, but I did pull it from my short-term savings, book the ticket, and then the final $20.89. I'll tell you right off the bat because I don't know how else to handle it, but I am over. I did spend more money than I received in income, so that's what that is to cover the rest of the month. So again, that came from short-term savings. I didn't budget it, but it's $20.89. So if I add up both of those, we're looking at $312.46 plus the $20.89. That means we have $333.35 in savings used. The way I'm intending this insert to be used is you separate your income from your savings, any sinking funds or savings that you use, and then you bring it down here for your total inflow. So I would bring the income of $2237.05 down to this first box, $2237.05, and then I would bring the total savings used of $333.35 into the second box. And that's why this is pre-filled out for you. So if I add both of those up, we have a total inflow of $2,570.40. That is what we're using to budget the rest of the month, or I guess for the expenses of the rest of the month. Okay, so rent and our utility fee were the same as always. Our ComEd bill, I think I touched on this in an earlier video, but we are on a budget plan in which it's the same every month, and it leaves you like a credit in your account or a debit. So we were paying $24.50, and this has gone up to $41.50 each. So a total of $83 for us. Probably, I'm certain it's because of summer and us running the AC, all day pretty much. We have it set around like 72 or 73 during the day and 69 at night. So that's what that is. It kind of seems like they do the way they do the budget plan here is it's set for 6 months and then reevaluate and set it for another 6 months. That's what it seems. So $41.50 for ComEd. The Peloton was the same. My AT&T bill was just a hint more. Like, I don't know what it is, why the amount changes by cents, but it does. This is like the 3rd or 4th time already. And then subscriptions. Yes, so subscriptions was the full amount of the $39.91. Apple, this is my iPad again. It's my Apple credit card with the iPad installments at 0%. For whatever reason, I paid more. It's the $108.25. I paid some extra. I am hoping to get it paid off by the end of the year, so extra as always is good. And then I have one bill to add, which is Adobe. In the future, I think you'll be seeing this under the subscriptions category, but Adobe charged them $12. I didn't budget for it because I signed up for it in August, and it was $33.46 for the month. I also signed up for Epidemic Sound, but that's a free month trial, so we don't have to include that. So now I'll just add this up. $1503.43. I'll check that. Yep. Okay, so I write the total in the fixed expense total under the actual column, and then I'm going to figure out how much I have left over after bills. So I'll take the $2570.40, which is the total inflow, subtract the $1503.43, which I think I hit something. So that leaves us $1,066.97 for the rest. Okie doke. So I have gone through and added up all these things already. So for groceries, I came in under budget, but very close. $240.36. I am really hoping to get this down. I think some of these groceries are like little treats that we run out to get. And for the month of September, I'm trying to track that. So I created its own category to see what's an actual like grocery expense for the meals that we cook at home and what's just us running out to get a bag of chips or an ice cream or something. So $240.36 for groceries. So dining out was $250.72. Shopping was $153.52. Oh, I'm sorry, and going back to dining out. So this is kind of a scary amount. I spent a lot of money. When I originally set the budget of $280, I was including eating out for work on the days that I worked from the office. And the fact that I only worked one day on like August 1st and I didn't eat out that day because I quit and came home and ate. The rest of the money like is just dining out like on weekends or weeknights, you know, whatever. It's a little scary. I need to really work on getting my dining out categories down. I know that I had some kind of more not expensive, but a couple meals that cost a little more. We went to Hot Pot and Italy, and both of those are over $30. We paid for my boyfriend's dad's meal one day and split it, so that's a little more money, but I still need to work on getting this number down. And like groceries, I think that treats might help with that, because if I am out and I get a treat like an ice cream or something, I can put that in that category to see how much I'm actually using to eat out, as opposed to just running out for a treat or getting something while we're out. So I think that'll be really nice for the month of September and get a better idea of where I'm actually at. Shopping was the $153.52. The only thing that I didn't buy that was on my shopping list was the book that I was planning to buy, The Black Ink Heart, I believe it's called, by Robert Galbraith. I decided I was going to wait for the paperback because I have all the other books in paperback and I didn't want to buy a hardcover. I'll just for now wait. I'm on the hold list at the library for the audiobooks, so I should be able to listen to that within the next couple of weeks. And so waiting for the paperback makes more sense. I prefer paperback books. Entertainment, I only spent $41.81 in entertainment, and that was not that much. We did go to the Navy Pier. We didn't really ride anything, but we had a tree. My boyfriend treated me that evening, so I didn't spend that much. And we had other activities. Oh, when we went to the Kendrick concert, I actually didn't really eat. I got one snack at the concert that was like $6, so that was a lot less than I was expecting it to be. So just a couple of things making this less than what I had budgeted for. Hobbies and home, I didn't budget anything to offset some of these larger amounts that I had to budget for in other categories, but that was a mistake because I did spend money. I mean, not a ton, but if I had budgeted something and was prepared for it, I would have been fine. So for hobbies, I spent $16.42. And then home, I also didn't budget anything, but I did spend $11.04. And this was for a print that my boyfriend and I were just out enjoying the day, and we came across this like Chicago like little print thing that we were gonna frame and put up on our walls. And it's so small and it's so cute, and it costs $11.04 including tax, and I had to have it. So there we are. So for miscellaneous, I budgeted $25, but I spent $40.72. Let's go over that. I had an Uber, couple of Ubers, then we bought some pepper spray just for protection, and then $15 worth of Ventra charges, which is our train pass here in Chicago. I just loaded onto a card, and with me thinking that I was going to be working all of August, I didn't budget for transportation when my train pass expired, because that's something that I paid for with pre-tax dollars and would just come out of my paycheck. So $15 of the miscellaneous is transportation that I needed to get around. So sucks, but not the worst. So now we'll go through and just add all this up. $754.59. Oh no, I'm sorry. I completely forgot an entire category here. So travel, again, it was just the flight that we booked to Charlotte for a trip that we've had planned since probably, I think, the end of last year. So let me go through and add that up again. So this says it's $1067.05. Oh man. Let me do that again. So something's wrong. I did my numbers wrong somewhere, because I have here $1066.97 left over, but $1067.05 as my total for my expenses, which would put me over. So I'm just gonna take a moment to see if I can figure out where I went wrong. Okay, I do not know where I went wrong. Must have been in adding up all of my expenses at some point. That it caused me to be over budget by 8 cents. We're gonna leave it. It is not worth like stressing about, because I did have money in my account. Like it's not like I went negative and got an overdraft fee. So considering the fact that I only got one paycheck. So I got like $1,500 less than I was expecting in income for the month of August, but I only went over by technically the $2,089 because the $312.46 I would have used for my savings anyway. I think that's really good. I'm pretty happy with that. The only thing is, obviously I wasn't able to save for the Roth IRA, my long-term savings, short-term savings, and travel. So obviously that sucks, but what can I do? I left a job that I was not happy at, and that is fine with me. I cannot save 1 month and live on savings for the next month, and I think I'll be better off having left that company. Yeah, this is August. It's kind of a shame because I was hoping August would be a good month. I was expecting to stay with them for, you know, for the full month and get some pay into September before I quit, but that is not what ended up happening. In September though, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so excited to get started. Today is Friday, September 2nd. I start to work a week from Monday on the 12th, and I'm really, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I don't know where I left off. I got a call from someone I was waiting on. This is a little tricky because I'm so excited to start this job on September 12th. I think the company's gonna be really good based on everything I read. But I got a call about an interview for a company that is very, very related and involved with what I used to do in Utah. So it's something that I know very well, and the pay is a lot more money, but I don't know, because I was really excited. Oh, I am really excited to start this job in this new field and work for this company with all the opportunities that they have. So I'm still going to interview just in case, because it is actually a good chunk of money more than I would be making with this job that I've accepted. But I would be very conflicted if something does come from it, because I don't know. So we'll see. So they're giving me a few weeks because, you know, I can't do it next week. They can't do it next week because they have people out of town. I can't do it the week after because my first week of work. Then they have like this giant conference that everyone's going to, so they can't do it the 3rd week. So it'd be the 4th week from now. So a little crazy, but I'm just gonna do it and see if that's something that maybe it would have to be something amazing for me to go, because I'm very, very, very excited for my job. But with all that in mind, I have forgotten where I left off and what I was saying. So I'm just gonna end it. I think August ended up being a decent month, considering the fact that I didn't have like a full month's worth of income. In September, I'm obviously living on my savings. So if you haven't seen my budget with me, make sure you check that out. But this is the budget. I'm living on savings only, although there is a pretty good chance that depending on their pay periods, I know I'm paid bi-weekly, but I might get paid on either the 23rd or 30th, depending on if I get 1 week or 2 weeks in. I'm thinking, who knows? So there might be some changes, but Alright, so that is it for today's video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye!